Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And I was like, man, I hope I'm standing on Prophet Lily's toes, because I was trying to go a different route, but every time I seen it, it's like, man, that scripture kept coming up, so I'm going to use it. Transformation is accomplished by the Spirit through the renewing of our minds. If our mind is not renewed, somebody write this down. If your mind is not renewed, you cannot be transformed. That's awesome. What's that again? If your mind is not renewed, we cannot be transformed. Proverbs 23:7 says, "For as a man thinketh in his heart, what? So is who? Come on, I need some call and response. So is who? All right. So, and Miles Monroe said, this is great. Miles Monroe said we have two thinkings. Somebody help me out now. There is a think, which is the conscious mind. Come on. And there is a heart think. There is a conscious mind, which is your conscious, and there is a heart think. And the word heart is from a Hebrew word referring to the word subconscious mind. And that's what I'm really going to focus on today is the subconscious mind for its goal setting, for its winning, for its doing what you need to do to be successful. Now, when we talk about the subconscious mind, I got different meanings. It's the deepest mind. We in the Christian world, we'll say it's the Holy Spirit. The deepest mind, they said the secret doctrine. Some people call it the infinite intelligence or the creative subconscious. Or what I love, when I hear this, I was like, I gotta tell them this. They say it's referred to as the God mind. Oh my God. That's all. You need some notes. I'm gonna record this for you so you can go back and study. The subconscious mind is the source of all pure creativity. The subconscious mind is the source of all pure creativity. So whatever you've been dreaming about, you've been saying, I want to do something, I want to accomplish that. That's where the inner intuition or the still small voice has been telling you inside to go after your dreams, go after your goals. It is the source of motivation, inspiration, and the excitement you feel when you are doing things really well. Now, once you tap into your subconscious capabilities, you will start to get ideas that go from beyond your current knowledge and experience. When I heard that, I was like, man, I'm going to have to read that again. Once you start to tap into your subconscious, your God mind, you start to get ideas that go far beyond your knowledge and experience. Amen. Or the God idea. Now, raise your hand if you ever had raise your hand, you had the best idea ever, like the $1 million idea. Come on, everybody's having an idea. Like this idea that's gonna move you up to the east side. You're like, this is it. This is it. But what happened? This is about to turn your life around. You had an idea, but you dismissed it because you said that ain't my field of work. And I don't got no experience in it, so I'm gonna hold off. God, just speak to me. I'm gonna wait. But then, a year later, 2 years later, man, somebody either had it or free, say, you know what, I got this real good idea, and it's about to make me a fortune. He's like, God, didn't you tell me that? But we just about to change it. They say my next idea. Say my next idea is going to bring me a fortune. Say my next idea is going to bring me a fortune. I'm talking, hey, this is a new way of thinking, transforming your mind. Come on. I said, this is going to be good. I know it. Now, the difference between the person that had the idea and ignored it, which is some of us, and the person that had the idea and ran with it, was the person who ran with it had a higher level of trust and confidence in him or herself and their ability to turn their idea into a reality. Woo! The difference between the person who I had the idea, I could have ran with it, but they had the trust and the confidence in the ability to run with it in reality. God, lead us. Transform your mind. We often ignore ideas, assuming falsely that we are not worth it because of old thinking conditions or old thinking.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't control your condition, but you can control your decisions. You can't control your condition, wherever you was born at. Thank God I was born in the Rices. But you can't control but you can control your decisions. Say, I'm choosing to be great.
I'm choosing to be great.
Say, I'm choosing to be great.
I'm choosing to be great.
Tristan, what was you born to do? He gonna hear saying that he was born to win.
All right.
He was saying, we can't control, but there's a new way of thinking. As soon as you begin to accept your highly creative powers and your God-mind capabilities, you will be amazed at the kind of ideas that come to you. And that at this time, say this time, you'll do something about it.
I'm going to do something about it.
Your subconscious mind is capable of goal-oriented motivation. It is the source of all enthusiasm and excitement that you feel when you begin to set goals. How many of us have been setting goals?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about buying a couch, I'm talking about really like strategic goals. Right? But to generate this motivation, your subconscious, which is your inner man, your God mind, requires clear and specific goals to which you are completely in command. It will then release ideas for goals and achievement. So you have to be really committed to the thing. When I started Discover Greatness just talking to kids on a football field. But my friend said, man, Mike, you really can do that. I said, man, I'm my mom, the big preaching. But I started getting emails. This I knew it was a God idea because I started getting emails from parents that was saying, man, Coach Rice, even though we lost, thank God that you was sharing just inspiring words, and you was even using your Christian principles. And that's when I knew I had something big, but then I had to really keep going at it. So everybody say the characteristics of the mind. Everybody say flow. Everybody say flow. When you become fully in tune with the subconscious mind, you will find yourself in a continuous flow of health, energy, and strength. And Jessica talked about that when exercising your faith. She had it in her mind that she was going to be a trainer, and I'm going through everybody. She had in mind that she was going to be a trainer. But it had to be completely developed in her subconscious. And every time she work out, there's a flow. That's like she can get up and now they work all out. She can be asleep. Oh, I got to go work out. Because it's in her subconscious mind. She don't got to think about it. When you processing, just probably brushing your teeth, you don't have to think about it because it's already established in you. But this is something you have to work at. Everybody say a flow. Flow is the state where the world begins to slow down while your mind seems to speed up. During this time, you have the capability to produce numerous qualities of work with no effort. I love sports. When you see LeBron James, when they say they're in a rhythm and they're in the flow because the game has slowed down to them. Yeah. And then they'll go from 60 and 50 points because everything has slowed down. Everybody say focus. They're in a focused mindset. There's nothing in their way. I mean, it's just like the Matrix. Like, ooh. They just keep shooting. And then when they interview them, say, man, what happened? I was in zone. Because there ain't nothing there. I mean, everything has quiet down. So tell me that it's time to get in your flow. What has God been telling you? What has God been telling you? He's been talking to you like the inner, like I told Mom, it's the same thing, the inner mind, the inner spirit, the Holy Spirit. And you have a wonderful sense of well-being. Your mind will sparkle with steaming streams of ideas and seem available to them as you need them. It responds to another characteristic. It responds to clear, authoritative commands or positive reinforcements. What have you been telling yourself? Oh, I can't do this. Hey, when I said, God, the Lord my mom gave me transform my mind, and this week has been challenging. But I said, can't talk about the mind and don't practice it.
Amen.
Right? So I was like, Lord, help me. I began to read my Bible and just pray. And I was like, man, I feel a release. Because you have to give commands, positive affirmations. Every time you affirm a goal or desire from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind, you activate and release ideas and energy you need to bring to your desired reality. We have to be decisive. Everybody say you got to be decisive. You have to make clear decisions that wherever you're going to do something, no matter the cost, starts to work in your favor. When you say things, say, I like myself. These are positive affirmations. Say, I like myself.
I like myself.
Say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Say, and then this is, I mean, you can say this on your own time because I know a lot of people are trying to, you know, it's the summertime trying to lose it, but you want to say, I want to lose a certain number of pounds. I want to earn X amount of dollars. You got to be specific about this thing. I never forget, Ms. James always say, Mike, she asked me something, she said, now, that what you want? That what you want? You got to make it clear. I was like, yeah. She said, don't think about it because God going to give it to you. So it got to be clear. You're throwing your master power switch, which is the God on all your mental powers. What? Everybody know the number one reason why people don't reach their full potential? What is it? Can somebody tell me? What is the number one reason? Or the main reason? Okay, what else? Give me some else. Okay, one more.
They ain't secure with themselves.
Okay, the number one reason why people don't reach their full potential is simply they are not serious and they refuse to make the decision they must make in order to change their life for the better. And I heard it, I was like, man, I gotta go back. You gotta be, yes ma'am, you gotta be determined. We must, and this is the kicker right here. This is gonna help you transform your whole thinking. We must cut off all thoughts of quitting, retreating, or doing something else. Make the decision. Everybody say, make the decision.
Make the decision.
Make the decision that you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve your goal, and that nothing is going to stop you. Once you do that, your average mind, when I seen this, I was like, man, I got to step my mind game up. Like Francine said, grow your faith. Grow up, faith. When you start doing that, your point of average mind becomes an extraordinary tool of accomplishments. And I had to think about that when I'm in the education realm, and they said, well, mine is a terrible thing to waste. And I was like, man, that's true. The mind is, because it's so like, man, the mind is crazy. And when I was at level, I was going there, I said, man, I just can't give up there and give a motivation like, today you win. That's true. And I was like, man, this is serious, man. These are people's minds and lives. I said, Mom, you got me. Your job is to keep your eye on the ball. Everybody say, stay focused.
Stay focused.
Keep your mind on your goal. When you do that, your subconscious mind will solve every problem on the way to your goal. It's good. Take therefore, and this is, I'm coming to a close. Matthew 6:34 said, take no doubt for the morrow. For the morrow should take therefore things of itself, sufficient unto the day and the evil thereof. You can trust your subconscious powers to function for you when and as you need it and not before. Your subconscious mind operates best in a mental climate of faith and confident expectation. When I heard that, I said, man, Francine just went over in the last week, growing your faith. The attitude of confident expectation that your problem will be solved and obstacles removed and your goal achieved is a mental state that intensifies the rate of vibration of thought, causing your subconscious mind to function at its maximus. When you start releasing and let it go, man, things just seem to come. Amen. Although difficult, now I want you to do this with you. Although difficult to do, but initially it's only when you completely relax about an outcome in any situation that seems to resolve itself, sometimes in an unexpected way. The outcome will always, I missed my notes. The outcome will be everything you expected and more. The harder that you don't try, that you practice letting go. I mean, the harder you don't try, don't do anything, just relax. That you practice letting go, the subconscious mind will be available to you. All great men and women have been people of great faith, with the simple faith that everything was unfolding as it should.
Thank you, Lord God.
Now look back over your life. Everything. I mean, just go back. Just look back
Have mercy.
in your mental picture. And you will find almost everything that you have accomplished was preceded by what appeared to be difficult and disappointment and temporary failures often. Sometimes you had to ride an emotional roller coaster. And I hear somebody say fear, anxiety, and worry. In retrospect, when you look back, every one of those apparently negative experiences was essential to you achieving your ultimate goal and getting you where you are today. Man, that's tough. And when I read that, I said, man, when I look back at things I did, some things I didn't do the right way, but I was able to look back in retrospect and say, man, God brought me from a long way.
Yeah. Amen.
No matter the mistake, like that's what I said. When you think about the subconscious mind and the positive, man, you gotta let go of those negative thoughts and just say, God, whatever you in control. And I've been reading about that, man, the subconscious mind, the Holy Spirit, the God mind, and I got a challenge for everybody. We pretty much already do it. Your subconscious mind sets up a series of hurdles or learning experiences that are meant to train you to be capable of winning through the end. So everybody say, I was born to win.
I'm born to win.
Your subconscious is also patient. God is patient. God is loving.
Yes, he is. Thank you, God.
If you don't learn the lesson, whether it's in relationship, business, with money, with health, the God mind or the subconscious mind will send you back through the obstacle course and through learning experience over and over until you learn what you are meant to learn. He gonna send you back. And I'm talking about that, he gonna send you back. And it's things that my mama used to say. He said, all right, Mike, the Holy Spirit told me this. God, Dad told me this. I said, I got it. And I was like, oh, you going back again. He told you this, and he told you that. And I looked at my dad, I said, man, Dad, parenting is so challenging. He said, you think we had 3? And I love my son, though, and I love Kalina, but I was like, man, this is hard. But he had to take you back to what he told you. And then you have to learn, but I'm learning how to subject him to his own subconscious mind, because he just see us talking. But I'm trying to instill in him the ability that he will be able to do anything he want to do.
That's right.
This is good, man. Is this blessing y'all?
Yes, amen.
Then only will you be allowed to receive. After you learn and you meant what you meant to learn, then only will you be allowed to proceed to the next step of your development.
Thank you, God.
Now, here's your challenge. And we probably use some of you probably already do it, and I did it yesterday, man. I was like, man, I really never. I mean, we do it probably sparingly, but I never sat down and just trained my mind to do nothing. Like, no phone, cut everything off. I mean, and just sit there, be quiet. The exercise is to schedule an hour of solitude. Not loneliness, but an hour to yourself. I mean, 1 hour. If I can do it, you can do it.
I do.
I know some of y'all be busy,
I do it.
but like I said, I know some of y'all say it's like meditation, solitude, and people get that mixed up. In which you are sitting perfectly still for 60 minutes. Make an appointment with yourself for an hour. Discipline yourself to do this as soon as possible. So make a schedule. My mom and them had Tristan, because I was like, man, I get ready to speak. And then I was able to just rest. And I was like, I'm going to try it. Man, that thing. But but your mind, you just go somewhere, you just be going in space. And then you come in, you wake up like, man, where did I just go?
Yeah.
But and then don't say, when you do it, don't say, well, God intimidated. You gotta be consistent. If you can't do an hour, start 30 minutes. Or start 10. Right now, just everybody close your eyes. Let's do it for like 3 seconds. You just rest, man. Just think about, God, what are you trying to tell me in my season of waiting? And I said, Francine, she had said something about waiting. And I sent her a book. It was right in my car, and I was like, man, that's the Holy Spirit. And she said, send it to me after you finish. I'm almost there. But just think about it, just rest in His presence. And just close your eyes and I'll read this, and I'll be done. During that time of silence, you will get ideas and insights that will subtly prepare you towards your goal, in which you may see any money issues, any problems, and trust your subconscious mind continues. Listen for answers with the outlook of calm, positive expectation that your subconscious mind or your God mind will guide you and direct you. And for you to say the right thing in every situation. Then you will begin to move rapidly in everything you do. be sure that what you say and do is consistent to what you want. And you will go in no time, and your life will begin to take off. You will be on the road to success. Go for it. Everybody open their eyes and say, today I win.
Today I win.
Because today I live.
Because today I live.
Everybody say, today I win.
Today I win.
Because today I live.
Because today I live.
No expectation. I love you guys. Thank you.